Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be doing something a little bit different. Today I'll be doing a showcase for my Boeing 777 sound pack for GeoFS. Right now we are currently not on the new version, we are currently on the older version due to stability issues with the new one. There's a couple bugs they still have to work out through, so for the time being we're just going to be using GeoFS 3.9. Alright, so starting off, I'm just going to start out with the exterior. So we have outside sound. There's this sound you currently hear. I'm going to stop talking so you can hear it better. Yeah, the sound you're hearing right now is just it's just a sound that loops on the exterior. Really subtle detail, but I think it adds a lot to the sim experience, because having a sim that's silent at all just doesn't make sense. I mean, there's no such thing as silence in aviation. Next up, we'll head to the cockpit to check out the sounds there. So in cockpit 2, we also have background sounds similar to outside. Just a couple of things here. We'll be showing some of the sounds here later, but I'll stop talking so you can hear the cockpit sounds. Alright, next up we're going to move to Wing 2 view, which also has its own new sound. So as you can hear right now, you can hear a baby crying in the background. You can hear kind of like a cabin sound, because this view kind of most closely resembles that. Now we'll go back to the exterior for a second. We're currently in the British Airways livery at London Heathrow International Airport. With that being said, I think we can go ahead and give ourselves an engine start. So I'll start on the interior so you can hear the sounds there, and then I'll transition to the exterior. So one of the cool things is also some of the features in the cabin also have sound. So if I were to start up the engines right now, you're going to hear a click sound. There's our engine start sound from the interior. And now I'll move to the exterior. Exterior obviously has a little bit of a different sound. There we go, let me hit to the engine layers. Go to Wing 2. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and do old-fashioned 1970s pushback, where we just use reverse thrust just to avoid complications. You're also going to get to hear a little bit of the G90s here as well. Pushback facing south. Set. Go back into the cockpit. So the engine layer is also silenced a little bit in the cockpit with some bass refinements as well. Now I'm going to go ahead. And put some flaps on. I'm going to go to Wing 2 so you can hear our flap sounds. So that's what the flap sound for every increment. You're going to hear that noise. I'll go into the cockpit so you can hear it as well. It's a little bit more muted in here. You can also hear the flap click sound. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that one more time. So whenever you activate flaps, you're going to hear that click in the cockpit only. So for today's flight, we're just going to do a short flight. I'm going to choose flaps 3. One more quick thing I want to show before we go is this quick spoiler check, because that also has a sound. Yeah, it's a little bit of a more faint sound, but I do like it. Even with spoiler increments. If you look on the thing, there's a little green thing right here for the mode. So if we put it into the first mode, it'll produce a click, but any other mode besides full is not going to give you one. Now there's no sound until you get to the full. There's our click again. Now we're going to go ahead into the exterior view to start the taxi so you can hear what that sounds like. Taxing here, I'm going to go ahead and show some other features we have. So we do have this volume toggle right here, which, as you can hear, makes the game quieter, louder, or quieter. Though the pause and mute features are a little bit, they have a little bit of a problem because they don't nicely sync with GeoFS, so we had to recode in the pause and the mute features back in. So I'll just quickly demonstrate. If I press S, sounds are completely muted. I'll press S again, sounds come back nice and smooth. Same thing for pause. Still pause the game, but I don't think GeoFS internal code is recognizing it here. Okay, I'm going to cut the recording and come back when we're about to take off. Alright, now I'm lined up runway 27 left at Heathrow. We're going to begin our takeoff roll out of here. As soon as we hit around 45 to 50 knots, I want to see if any of you guys are going to notice, but there should be like a deep bellowing bass sound that resembles the landing gear. As the plane continues to accelerate down the runway, you should hear a deep bellowing sound that resembles the landing gear of the plane. I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic, and then I'll let you guys listen to the sound. And as we take off into the air, you're going to be able to hear the gear sound as well as we pull up the landing gear, as well as the gear click. Now I'm going to let you guys listen to what the exterior sounds sound like during a takeoff, rather than just the cockpit view. So I'm going to mute my mic again, you'll get to hear it. the G90 layers sound like from the exterior view. Now we're going to head back interior. If we're going to hear some flap retraction. Also going to go ahead and pull back the throttle a little bit. Plane flies just normal as it does in GeoFS. Switch back. I'm going to turn on autopilot here and switch back to exterior view and get some better views, better sounds. And as I said already, volume slider still works accurately, even down to no volume, and you can turn it back up. You can go to wing 2 view as well. Go back to, you can also see that this works in jump seat view as well. Sounds of the cockpit are copied into the jump seat, so things like flaps here. Yeah, with that, that's going to conclude my video today. That'll be the showcase for my add-on. It's still not fully done yet. I'm going to mute GeoFS real quick. It's not fully done yet, but still working on, still ironing out the bugs. We'll be updating the status of the add-on as soon as I can. I'll be able to get out some kind of beta version for you guys to use if you want. And as I said, this works on basically all aircraft. Actually, it works on any GeoFS aircraft that you spawn into. The only way to turn off the script or to get it to stop from playing the sounds is just to go into Tamper Monkey and turn it off. But with that, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.